Hey, welcome to my first Road to Damascus Gold guide. I'm Capunator and it's a pleasure to talk to you today. It's my first video in the series of gold guides, so if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and give me some feedback in the comment section. In the background you can see some gameplay and short clips of the HDR and the .50 GS, all played by myself. These clips are out of my stream, so I turned down the volume so you don't need to hear me twice. If you like the gameplay, you can follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming really often. It's twitch.tv/CapunatorTV. The link is also in the video description. Today I'm going to talk about the HDR and how you can do the gold grind the easy way. Don't forget that these tips are my tips and this is not the only way to do it. If you have another opinion or other tips, just let me know and put them in the comment section so the community can read them too. I'm surely not the best player, but I think that I may help you with those informations and tips. So let's start. First of all, I'm going to give you some general information about the rifle. After this, I'm going to give you some tips how to play it in general. Then my two class setups I was using for this gun. In the end, I'm going to give you my best tips for each camo and how to finish all the challenges you need to do. So the HDR is the second sniper rifle you unlock. It is really great for long range fights thanks to its damage range. Without any attachments and at short to long range, this gun is a one-shot kill to every piece of the body upwards the knee, at least according to my tests that I have done. The bullet drop isn't generally low and matters only at the really long range fights in the ground war mode. So, how should you play with this rifle in general? First of all, don't forget that it's a sniper with slow ADS speed. It takes without any attachments 299 milliseconds to go into the scope. So even if you have the right attachments on it, it still takes some time compared to SMGs or ARs. This means you need to play smart and predicting. Learn how your enemies play and pre-aim them before they come around the corner. Try to never run into an enemy because most of the time you will lose that fight. And try to always walk around the corner or do some jump shots. If your aim is not the best, probably walking around corner is better for you. With 31.5 rounds per minute it fires really slow, so you should definitely hit your first shot. But if you manage to know where your enemies are moving around the map, and if you can keep them at middle to long range, you really can dominate with this gun and demolish them. So next, I present you my two class setups I was using most of the time. First of all, I have the long range setup. On this, I use the 26.9 inch HDR Pro barrel for more damage at range, the variable zoom scope for better aim at range, and the F-Tac champion stock for less idle sway, which helps me for long range shots and to put my aim more precision on the head. The focus perk for less flinch and the 9-round mag, because I don't like to reload often. This class really performs great at long range and ground war mode. The second class setup is more of a close combat class. For this class setup, I'm using the TAC laser for faster ADS speed, the F-Tac Stalker Scout stock for faster ADS speed, and the focus perk again because it's one of the most important perks for sniper rifles and marksman rifle. Then the other two attachments aren't that important. I just choose the 9-round mag and the bipod for better recoil control when crouched. When you want, sometimes you can exchange the bipod for the Cronen Pro optic, which allows even faster ADS speed. The Cronen optic is one of my favorite in this game. And for the short range, it's probably better than the original sniper scope that is on the gun. If you want to play it sneaky, you can also put the lightweight suppressor on it for sneaky play without losing EDS speed. Now we come to the tips for each camo challenge. Spray paint. These are just the kills, so just play the gun so you will reach the kills you need. It's not that big of a deal. The woodland camo. So the headshots that you need. For the headshots I prepare to have the original cyber scope because I can aim for the head more easily. The digital camo. the crouch shots. For the crouch kills, I recommend you to play Ground War, because most of the time you can crouch, aim and kill your enemy before he even knows that you are there. And if you find players who are camping, take your time, crouch and aim for the head. So you can progress for the woodland and the digital camo at the same time. The dragon camo, these are the one-shot kills. It's really easy. Since this gun is always a one-shot, every time you aim above the knee, you don't need a precision tip for this challenge. Just play the gun and it will progress by side the other camos. Splinter. This is the camo where you need to put 5 attachments on it. With the class setups I gave you, this camo will easily progress. Just decide which one of the 2 setups you will use, depending on mode and maps that you are playing. The topo camo. Long shot. For this one I recommend you my long range setup and the mode Ground War. You should have no problem to find enemies at long range and kill them. Since the gun has not much bullet drop, you need to aim just a little bit higher than the enemy's head at really long ranges. The barrel helps there too, because the damage range is increased. The tiger camo, the mounted kills. It's my most favorite camo with all snipers, I really love it. Just joking. Here I can give you the tip to use the deployable cover as your field upgrade. It allows you to mount your gun everywhere. Sadly, you can't mount your gun with the bipod on the ground, this would be really nice. When using the deployable cover, don't forget to crouch behind it and then going into the mounted position. So every time you need cover, you can just release your aim button and you are safe again behind the cover. This helped me a lot to get multiple mounted kills without dying. Stripes, double kills. For the double kills I recommend you my close combat class setup with a Cronen optic. For the double kills I definitely recommend you to play Shipmont or Shoot House playlist, since these are some really small maps with a lot of gunfights and enemies. And in my opinion it's better to play objective modes, and don't forget to shoot even if you probably missed a shot. Rather shoot once too much than not getting the double kill. Reptile, no attachments. Don't forget to swap your class setup once you have done enough for the 5 attachment kills. So you just try your best and this camo will be easily done. Even without attachment, the HDR is not a bad gun. You should be able to do this. These skulls. These are the 3 kill streaks. For this one I recommend the Ground War mode, or at least the bigger maps, because on the bigger maps you can hide better before you get pushed and killed. Play it enough defensively and smart. In my opinion, for this camo it is okay to camp a little bit. But move enough, because only get 1 kill for about 10 minutes, it's just not enough and it won't take too long for you to progress. So once you have done all of these challenges, you really mastered the HDR. I had a lot of fun playing this gun. At the beginning it was really frustrating, because compared to the AX50 with all the ADS speed increasing attachments, it was really slow. But once after a while that I get used to it, I was playing with a lot of fun, and this gun took not that long as the AX50 for me to progress and to do the gold grind. So if there are other tips you know, just put them in the comments. And if I was able to help you, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comment section. If you want, it would be a really big pleasure for me if you follow me on Twitch. And I hope you liked the gameplay, because I tried my best. It was a pleasure to speak to you, and I hope to see you soon back for another video. Ciao!